So I figured do a little public service announcement. So a lot of people right now are starting to look at the current things that are going on in the economy. And people are starting to worry about said things going on in the economy. Like, oh no, the stock market's losing all this value. Oh, Trump's killing our economy and everything else. But here's the deal with what Trump is currently doing. It is a patience game. And after listening to a lot of economists on YouTube and other sources talk about the pros and negatives of the way we're currently going about doing such things, I had an analogy pop into my head listening to these economists. And the analogy is our current economy is a consumer economy where we just consume and consume and consume. We don't create as much as we did back when our economy was booming. And everyone's like, well, our economy is booming right now. It's like, no, our economy is in massive amounts of debt. And my analogy is it's like a caterpillar. A caterpillar's sole purpose is to consume, just to eat and eat and eat. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. It just eats. That's the current economy of the US. We just consume and consume and consume. However, at some point, there has to be a change. Just like in a caterpillar. You can only consume so much before either you die or you go through a transformation process. So I look at this current particular situation that we are in as a chrysalis effect. The caterpillar enters a chrysalis. It's the pupa stage. And during that time, consumption ceases. It becomes essentially painful for anyone's stomach not to eat. Well, in this instance, it is going to be painful in the sense that, yes, there is going to be transformation happening. And that's what happens inside the chrysalis. That caterpillar enters that chrysalis, transformation occurs. And as that transformation occurs, eventually it will emerge as a butterfly, which then the sky is truly the limit. But the thing is you have to have patience. You can't disturb the process while the chrysalis is transforming the caterpillar inside. That is what's currently going on. Trump is going through the chrysalis effect. He is doing the transition that has to happen in order for our economy not to just be picked off by another economy, because let's face it, our GDP versus our debt, it's not looking so good. You can look at all these numbers up on the world debt clock, or the US debt clock, actually the US debt clock. Go to that website and check out how much we are in debt and where all the different forms of money are at. We have to go through a transition period or our dollar bill is going to become worthless, and we're going to be no different than East Germany when they had to have stacks and stacks of fiat money to purchase a loaf of bread. Same thing happened to the lira in Italy. We are fastly approaching this, and some generation's going to have to deal with it. And as a parent, I'd much rather be going through this and taking care of my kids and getting my kids through this than my kids having to deal with it. We've played this game way too long. It is now time for the chrysalis effect to occur. And hopefully when it's all done, if we have patience and we don't disturb it and we don't panic, we'll come out as the butterfly where the sky truly is the limit. Anyway, there's my public service announcement on the current situation. Take it for what it's worth.